Hi, it's Allison coming to you today with another 65 and over workout. Today we're going to be using a band, but if you don't have a band, that's okay. Come join us and have fun moving. We're going to take a band that has handles and we're just going to go here, stepping on the band on each side. Okay, and we're going to pull it up behind our shoulders. So you're just going to anchor it right at your shoulders. And we're going to do 10 squats. Go to whatever depth you can, so we don't have to go super deep here. We're just warming up, and as you go down, remember to breathe in, exhale on the way up, and go through your heels on the way up. Okay, now you're going to take one foot out, keep one foot in, step forward into a straddle or a split squat stance. Same thing here. Now your weight's going to be on your front leg, your toes just going to be up in the back, and we're just going to squat straight down. So with this, we want to keep chest high and think of our hips just dropping straight down. Drive through that front heel, keep the whole foot on the ground in the front. And then we're going down. That knee stays tracking right over the front toes. So we don't want your knee to come in or go out. We want to be in line with our joints here. Chest high, core engaged, and going as low as we can. So ideally we get that knee to the ground or just hovering above the ground. We don't need to slam down into the ground, but we're there. Okay, go ahead and relax your arms. Now you're gonna take both feet under the band again, and we're just gonna do some bicep curls. Okay, just 3 of these again. Just 10 of these. This is just a warm up. I was on 3. With this, keep those shoulders down and back, chest up high, and most of the movement in your arms. So we don't want a lot of torso movement here, just movement in the arms. All right, then we're back into a split stance. Here we're gonna bring our elbows up high, hands into our armpits, and then we're gonna push back. So again, not a lot of movement here. We're just trying to work our tricep muscle. So both arms are going at the same time. Doesn't matter which foot is in front for this. You can alternate if you want, if it's too much to do both at the same time. Okay, main thing is back stays straight, body's in a line, and we're just driving, keeping those elbows squeezed into the body. Drive those arms back. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna go back, both feet underneath, shoulders down and back. Hand is behind our arms, and we're gonna press overhead. Okay, I'm gonna kneel so that you can see what this looks like. So as I go up, my hands just go straight up, if anything, a little bit in front, okay, so we don't wanna get behind our body or any extension. So if I turn, my core stays tight, my body stays in a straight line. I'm not arching to get up there, okay? Awesome. Last one is we're gonna go back behind our back, and this time I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. We're just gonna let those hips go backwards till we're parallel with the ground, and then squeeze and come up. So these are called a good morning or modified good morning. So we're lighting up and waking up our backside. We use our backside every day as we walk. So here we're getting it going in our warm up. 8, 9, one more, and 10. Good. All right, just to finish, we're just gonna do some side steps, okay? So both feet are in the band. Hands can just be on the hips to hold the tension, and we're just gonna do 30 seconds of side steps. Okay, soft bend in the knee, and we're trying to keep our feet nice and forward, so we don't want toe out. We wanna be using our hip external rotators. So we don't want to be rotating that toe in. If anything, the toe goes out. So we use our glutes and not our hip flexors or a muscle called the TFL that attaches to our IT band. Awesome. All right, good warm up. Okay, so I'm gonna take my skills band here and we're just gonna put it around each ankle. And we're gonna start with a little bit of balance work. Start with coming forward, okay? So we're just gonna do quick little pulses. 16 is gonna be our number today. 6, okay? We're trying to balance on this leg that's staying still and use this muscle, but most of the work is gonna be on this one. Now, if you don't have a band, that's fine. You still can do this without the band. Now we're gonna go backwards. Okay, with this, think of a pole through your spine, through your head. So we're trying to stay upright, our core is engaged, okay, but we're using our leg, our foot is anchored into the ground, and we are staying upright and tall. You're gonna have a little bit of a lean forward to counter the balance, but we don't want arching in the back, okay? So we're just here. Stay nice and tall. All right, now we're gonna go sideways, okay? Your butt should be burning, which is good. And again, if you don't have a band, I can just show you. We're just gonna be here. Quick little pulses, okay? We're going a little bit fast, challenge that balance. Just a little bit of proprioceptive awareness here. And then we're gonna switch legs. So coming forward. Good job. 16 is our number again, so a little bit past the burning point, and we're going backwards. You can do this barefoot as well, so you can really feel your foot in the earth and how well you keep your big toe down. Do you curl your toes in to balance, or can you just keep your foot flat, anchored through the ball of the foot and the heel? Good, now we're gonna go out. Keep that burn, whew, feels good. Just remember, this is what we do every day when we walk, right? Walking is single leg stance. So we wanna keep these muscles nice and strong and being able to turn on and off so that we can walk. Awesome. Now we're gonna go into a single leg stance. So you're just gonna hold here, okay? If you have a water bottle or weight or something, you can go around your head, okay? So just a little bit of upper body kind of movement to make the lower body work here, okay? So we wanna keep our core engaged. We want that whole foot through the ground, okay? You should feel that big toe down and our heel down, and you might feel the foot kind of working. We call that pronation and supination in the foot, or inversion or eversion. But that's your foot working to balance, okay? And then your hip muscle should be working to stabilize the hip so that the knee is not taking in all that work. Good. We're gonna switch. These are 30-second holds. If you're at home and don't wanna listen to me, just put on a timer or watch the time clock. Okay, again, don't let your body teeter one side or the other. You might, just to be able to work on your balance. And if you wanna challenge it, you can get a weight, something to move that upper body to make your lower body work hard. Awesome. Now I want you to take 3 spots on the ground. So you can put a picture or cones, water bottle, anything. And we're just gonna practice a little bit of balance on that leg. Now when you go back, I want you to kind of open your hips. So there's a spot in front, a spot to the side, and then a spot at about 45. So I want you to open your hips and point your toe away. Okay, so we're gonna go forward. These are just mini little squats. Again, just working on the balance in that one leg. If you have any knee issues, you know, maybe don't go as low and just focus on that hip. Okay, and you also can just stay straight and work on the balance. Okay, but here we're doing little squats. Keep that knee tracking over the toes, especially as you open up. Okay, don't let that knee follow you in. That's, especially if you have meniscus issues, that'll really irritate it. So don't want to rotate in that knee. Okay, we're gonna switch feet, switch legs. We're going for about 5 rounds of these 3 points, okay? So this gets our hips warming up too. We get some rotation in that hip with that reach, as well as some quad engagement and balance. So we're hitting all of the facets of life here. Now, if you're using a cone on the ground, each time you can try to push that cone away a little bit farther. So we're trying to challenge our system here. So you can try to get a little bit lower each time. Awesome. Okay, shake it out. We're gonna do one more round, but this time it's a reach, and we're gonna add a 4th point. Okay, so I'm gonna be here. My first reach is gonna be cross body. So I'm gonna squat down, cross body, reach forward, reach to the side, and reach back. Now this one, watch your balance, watch your knee, okay? Reach forward. Now my leg that's not staying on the ground is kind of acting as a counterbalance. Okay, so it kind of goes the opposite direction to counter my upper body weight. Okay. And don't forget to breathe. Sometimes when I'm talking a lot, I forget to breathe. Last one. Again, we're shooting for 5 of these. And switch. I'm reaching across over my pinky toe, straight ahead next to my big toe, out about 45 or 90 degrees to my body, depending on your mobility. And then 45 back. And just have fun with this. If you want to put balls down on the ground, have your pet down there, you can pet your pet every time you go down. And if you can't reach this, some sort of wall point. So I can just come touch the wall out in front. So raise your, or elevate your points so you don't have to get as low. Okay, so I reach across my body, straight ahead, sideways, and then opening back, right? Your skills band again, and put them around your feet. So one's gonna go on the inseam of my shoe, kind of as a divot, so that it doesn't slide out. And then the other one's gonna go around my lower leg, so we're like that. Can you see? The one where it's around the foot, you're gonna keep that planted into the ground, and the other one you're gonna lift it straight up. So these are quad sets. If you don't have a band, you can still just do this without the band. Maybe put an ankle weight around your leg, or just do more reps. Try to fatigue the muscle a little bit. So we're gonna do 10 of these, okay? And we're just trying to use this quad. So before you lift, you're gonna try to engage that quad. So my heel comes up, I get some extension through my knee, and then I lift. And then as we come down, we're just gonna relax, engage, lift. Okay? So we're making that knee work. If you've had knee surgery, this is your world. So welcome. Okay, then we're gonna switch sides. Same thing here. Now, if it's more comfortable, you can lay down and do this. So maybe get a little bit more flexion action here, but either way is fine. If you're in a bed, you can lay down, get that long lever, squeeze, and lift. And again, you can have somebody press on your leg to get more engagement if you don't have a band. You can wrap something around Just add a little bit of weight. Maybe put an extra shoe on. Whatever you need to do. Otherwise, you can just do 15 to 20 without the weight. Awesome. Now we're gonna keep it around both ankles. We're gonna come onto our stomach and we're gonna bend. Okay, so one stays and the other tries to bend. Okay, now I have a pretty tough band here. So I'm not getting all the way, but if you have an easier band or no band at all, you can try to get that heel all the way to your butt. So main thing here is try to keep both hips on the ground. So we don't want any bend in the back. You'll get a little bit, but we mostly just want to use that hamstring. Glute should stay pretty relaxed, okay? So as I pull up, my glute is relaxed. All the tension is in my hamstring. Okay, we're gonna switch. And again, we're just doing 10 of these. And if you do it on a hard surface, you can kind of feel your hip bones in the ground. So if you bend and kind of roll and feel that hip come off the ground, it usually hurts the other side, so you know that that's happening. But you also want to check and make sure, are your glutes relaxed? You're just using your hamstring. If your glutes aren't relaxed, then you're getting some extension and maybe even your back is working, and we don't want that. We're trying to isolate your hamstring here and just work on that knee flexion. Awesome. So 10 of those. Good job. Also can do the hamstring curls by standing here and then pulling up. So the knees stay together. One foot is on top of the band, the other foot it's wrapped around, and then you just bend, okay? So you can do that hamstring curl that way too. If you don't have a band, then you can hold on to something or just balance, and we're just here. Okay, so you can tell how strong my resistance is in my band is, because I get a lot higher when I don't have it. You can either put it around your ankles, or I like to put it under my shoes, my feet. So I'm stepping on the bands, it's around each foot. I just like this more because if the band rolls, it doesn't pull at your skin. Okay, so we're just gonna small squat here, side step to one side. Okay, so we're just gonna push out. If anything, bring that toe out a little bit, but we don't want toe in. And we don't want to counter with our upper body. So we're trying to stay strong here, pull through, stabilize through this hip, pull through this hip. Okay, keep that core tight, pelvis neutral, and then switch. 10 of these. Okay. Don't forget to breathe. Awesome. So that is our workout. You can do that as many rounds as you want. 3 to 5 is what I'd suggest, and this is something you can do 2 or 3 times a week. So enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions, and keep moving.